What's up, comic fans, and it's time for that new comic book day haul plus review. So we're gonna get into the books. We're gonna talk about them. We got some free comic book day books. No 50 centers this week, but we got free comic book day books, which actually came out like last weekend. So people already dropped their haul, but I wasn't able to attend. So I'm showing them this week, and we're gonna do it right after this.
Spartans! What is your profession?
Welcome back. Yes, sir. We'll get into the books, but first, we got the Comic Book Community Awards coming up, and today voting is open, so don't forget to check out the nominees and then vote for them, nominate them, all right? This is the nomination period, all right? So I think it's 6 weeks of nominations, if I'm correct. I could be wrong. But they start today. You can nominate your favorite channels. And if I am correct, there is a category for best facial hair. It's like mustache, hands, facial hair, or like regular hair. Anyway, let's get into the books. We wasted enough time. But remember, Comic Book Community Awards are out, and this will be out probably by tomorrow. So just trying to bring some light to some of the categories. But hey, if one video makes for best facial hair, go ahead and feel free to send me that nomination. All right, let's get into the books. All right, free comic book day books. Here we go. Dawn of DC, Night Terrors. I was supposed to also get the foil one. I don't know. Fortunately, I did not. It happens. All right, next up, we got Uncanny Avengers, #1. And in case I showed this one too quickly because I was upset I didn't get my foil version, it's all good. We got Voices. And I haven't even had a chance to really look at a lot of these, but here we go. We got the Frazetta-verse. By the way, if it has this red free comic book day, that means for adults. I believe it's set at like 18 plus or 17 plus, something like that. Here is Animal Castle. Blue is like normal teens, regular. And then green is for kids. So if this is green, you're good. So there you go. You got the red, the blue, and the green. Red, blue, green. All right. What was the last one we showed? Well, here's the last two. All right, we got this pretty dope Star Trek. Umbrella Academy, and I believe The Witcher is also in this one. Yep, also featuring The Witcher. We Are Legends, Dawn of DC Special Edition. I don't know. The only one I'm really interested in maybe checking out is The Vigil, but we'll see. You got that Star Wars High Republic adventure. This one is from Dark Horse. And then, guys, this wasn't even a free comic book day book. This was just a promotional comic. It says it right there, promotional. Well, we got that Spider-Man 2. I think Trev the shipping guru has like a box full of them. Good for him. And then I guess because my LCS, it was miscommunication. The shop owner put it to the side for me, and then one of the workers put it out. But I guess as a consolation prize, I got this Elvira in Monsterland ash can from Dynamite. And come on, no front. You all watched Elvira. All right, let's get into this week's books. What do we got? We got Star Wars, The High Republic #9. All right. And there is some Sith technology that ends up being used here. You can see it right there. Anyway, one of the Jedi gets his hands on it. Vildar Mech, and by the end of this issue he is a little upset, and he's definitely giving way to his fear, and you know what happens when you give way to your fears. And if you're not a Star Wars person, well then what happens when you give way to your fear is it leads to like hate, and the hate leads you to the dark side. All right, anyway, next up we got Ghost Rider #14. This is more of the origin of the Danny Ketch Ghost Rider with the cyborg helmet, and how he's gotten to this place where he's doing all these things, and it looks like he's part of a military experiment. And so Johnny Blaze and Talia Warroad are on their way to save Danny, and yeah, pretty much ends up there. And it looks like in issue 15 we finally get the scene that's happening right here. All right, let's go. What else we got? We got Daredevil number 11. This is Chip. Oh, this is the Daredevil I want to see. The one who just toes the line, right? And he can't kill, not on purpose anyway. But he just toes that line so fine in this one. And it's a scary Daredevil. And again, talking about fear, this is a Daredevil that will put fear in you. All right, we have the Amazing Spider-Man number 25. And what happened to Mary Jane? What happened to Mary Jane is she is not with Peter Parker anymore. Spoiler alert. Should have said that before that, right? But if you've been reading the series, you know this. They haven't been together for a while. But I think what you get here is just kind of a nice explanation of what happened and why things can't really go the way they should. And also you get understanding from other characters, like Captain America understands the implications or the impact that this will have on Peter. And we see a very emotional Peter. So I think on all levels, I like this. On all levels, this book really hit the notes. So it's been a rough ride, a bumpy ride, but I think this kind of put it all together. And we'll see what happens with issue 26. Apparently there's some big spec behind that one. I don't know what it is, or not big spec, but there's some spec behind issue 26. But we'll see where issue 26 ends up going. I also got that Disney 100 cover. So we got that guy. That's cool. All right, we're switching gears. We're off of Marvel. We're going to DC. What do we have from DC? We have Joker Incorporated. This is issue number 8. It's actually Batman Incorporated. But basic premise of this is Batman's putting together his, put together his international Batman Incorporated or Batman Inc. run by the Ghostmaker. And so Joker's like, why can't I have a Joker everywhere that there's a Batman? So that is pretty much the premise of that book. And we have the Ghostmaker head-to-head with the Joker by the end of this book. Next up, we have Danger Street. This is issue number 7 or 6? 6. This is issue 6. Very cool. I thought this was a variant cover, but this is actually cover A, guys. It doesn't really fit the motif of the whole, the way the covers have been going for the whole series, but it's a fun cover. I'm loving this cover. And basically, there's a lot going on in this book, really, but it's all about preventing, according to Darkseid, the sky from falling. So you have, man, I think it's a lot to get into. You really just have to read it. But what I do like about this series, right, is that Tom King, has done such an excellent job with these B-list characters, and Darkseid's A-list villain by all accounts. You have Orion in the book. You have Warlord in the book. Metamorpho is in the book. Is it Metamorpho? Who else is in the book? You have the Green Team in the book, right? Manhunter, not Martian Manhunter, but Manhunter's in the book. There's a lot of different pieces moving. Basically, little kid, so if you're sensitive, gets murdered during a fight between some bigs who are trying to join the Justice League, and they figured they used a boombox, and they have, they're trying to get a big baddie to come down to Earth, defeat him, to join the Justice League. Kid gets hurt, murdered, killed in the process, and this book is about trying to make things right. Let's put it that way. I promise to do a better synopsis on book 7, but it's a lot for me to process right now and put together. So because there's a lot happening. All right, next up, we're switching gears again. We're going back to the indies. This is Spawn 341. I believe this is the last of the Mark Brooks connecting covers. And when I get them all, I'll try to show them off either on Instagram or on this video, the next one. But yeah, Mark Brooks does some excellent work. The only problem I have with this one is it just seems to be like part of a bigger work. Like the other covers to me felt like they could be individuals or part of a bigger work, kind of like Alex Ross when he does his murals, and then they cut him up for all those timeless variants. This one just kind of feels like they missed that, right? There's no main focus on this cover, but it's still Mark Brooks. It's beautiful, and that's it. Basically, Spawn's in heaven with Haunt. Haunt's been poisoned by heaven and the angels, and he's slowly dying. And so Spawn is on a mission to find the cure. And yeah, it's pretty cool. They find some guns that can really hurt angels and stuff like that. It's been a really good series for Spawn, and it's only $2.99, guys. So pick it up. Spawn in Heaven, breaking shit. It's a cool book. Next up, we got Clear number 3 by Dark Horse, and this was originally released online. It was a digital comic, right? Comicology, and now it's Dark Horse is printing it. Scott Snyder, and he's had a couple of those books that have been digital first and then come out. This one's about this thing called the veil that people wear, and it covers their eyes. And this was the last book, by the way, book 3. I think it was 6 issues when it was digital, but yeah, people wear these things called veils, which is supposed to, I guess, it's a security blanket. They can see what they want to see, instead of seeing how the world actually is, right? A lot of people, I think it's a commentary on social issues right now. A lot of people don't want to see what the world's really like and want to hide behind something, and that's what this book totally talks about. And not only that, it goes a level deeper, because you think you wear this thing called the clear, which makes you think you're seeing the real world, but in fact you're just seeing another lesser version of the world, but not the actual events that are happening. There's actually another underlayer underneath that where like the real stuff is happening, right? So it's a clever play, I think, on things, or clever commentary, if you will. Overall, though, it's Francis Manipold does a really good job on the art. I think Scott Snyder, I think he did a really good job on the book. I think it's a fun book. It's an interesting book. Don't read it when you're tired. All right, not that it's super complex, but there are definitely layers to it. So you gotta, make sure you understand that. And at the end of the day, I don't know if the ending was totally suffice. I don't know if it filled the gap I wanted filled. I don't know. Gap I wanted filled. I don't know if it fulfilled my wishes for this book, but it was good. Don't get me wrong. If you have a chance, check it out. It's only three issues. $15 probably for all of them, or where the other one's $3.99. This one's $4.99. I'm not sure of the other issues, but anyway, you can wait for the trade. I'm sure it'll be like $10, $12. Last but not least, we've got Nocterra number 14. I think this ends with 15, so the next issue will be the penultimate issue, and then we'll have the finale. But basically, the group has made their journey to where they want it to be. Unfortunately, they ended up bringing Blacktop Bill with them. If you've been reading the series, you know how dangerous Blacktop Bill is. And I guess the next 2 issues are going to be, that big fight to the finish. All right. So, but yeah, the good guys have made it. Val and her crew have made it, and they've discovered the Lux. The Lux is this light that keeps the darkness off the Earth. Basically, right now, the Earth is just enveloped by this darkness, and there's an invading alien force that wants to live in this darkness and feed off the Earth, and turn everything into monsters on the Earth. So that's the big lowdown. Oh, and these guys drive 16-wheel trucks with big old lights that the creatures don't like. So yeah, comic fans, that was my new comic book day haul plus review. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Got a little headache today. I don't know, got a little migraine, but I do have this kick-ass facial hair. I'm just saying. Don't forget the CBC Awards. The nominations have started today. Nominations have started May 13th. I thought it was the 14th. Sheesh. Shows you where I am in my headspace. But don't forget to nominate your favorite channels. Facial hair. A couple comics. Do what you do. I'm going to do what I do. I'm going to get ready for next week's books. If you like comics, you're in the place to be. Don't forget to subscribe. Hit that notification bell. Go ahead and throw me a thumbs up and comment down below. Peace. But don't forget to nominate your favorite channels. A couple comments.